Greece and Norse mythology, they are not adept. But Sarah, she will research, and Paul, he must accept. Yggdrasil is a glorious word, crush a whole mountain. Well, Thor's hammer could. These fables are bizarre, but good. It's
stood. Myth understood, stood. Thank you for conducting me.
Hello and welcome to the pandemic episode of Myth Understood.
What do you mean the pandemic episode? I think there's going to be several of these.
Balls.
Yeah.
I am Sarah Oliver. That is Paul Bianchi. We are a safe distance from one another.
Yeah. Sort of.
Sort of. But he keeps throwing spitwads at me.
I mean, why change now? You can find us on social media, also, which is the safest distance, truly. You can find her at the Sarah Oliver on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me at the Paul Bianchi on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can watch us slowly, mentally disintegrate, like I've been online.
Yeah, you've been talking to your cat a lot more. You've been singing to your cat.
No, has that changed?
You've been being Melania Trump. Melania Trump. Melania Trump.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Totally falling apart. So this is great. Yeah, a word to all of you out there. We're gonna keep making these for you, and I hope it's a little reprieve in some very serious and stressful times.
Yeah, a lot of uncertainty out there. But one thing's for certain.
We love you.
Oh, I was gonna say mythology's cray. But yeah, we love you too.
But also these stories existed in a time where people were like, life is bleak. How do we explain things?
Mm-hmm.
We make it all up.
Yeah, I mean, snakes are killing our children. They must be the bane of society.
Mm-hmm. What was the thing with snakes in the prison cell? What did they do?
In the
Icarus?
Yeah, in that myth, the two snakes slithered into one died, and then the other
husband
one,
and the wife,
yeah, the other one cured the other one, and that's when he was like, "Oh, snakes are monsters that deserve to die."
So let that gem of wisdom guide you in these trying times.
Sarah, what have you been doing to amuse yourself that I haven't seen on social media?
So crazy thing, I've got this hot streak going, and I'm like, let's keep rolling with it because it's weird. I haven't watched TV at all, any shows. So I've just been, not to say I haven't been on my fucking phone, in that cesspool of misinformation online, like, what's going on? But I've been trying to like organize my room and, went through my props and costume closet and just stuff like that. So, but otherwise, yes, singing to Scarlet, my cat, so much that I think she's going to leave.
Oh, great.
She's going to leave the house.
I've taken to sanitizing doorknobs very often.
You have to.
And sanitizing cell phone screens and iPad screens.
Mm-hmm.
And I really should have done that a lot more before this happened.
Yes. Let me tell you something about that, like cleaning our phones and all of that. Just like, I know my skin during this freak out is better than it's ever been. It's probably because you're not touching your phone and then touching your face. And
I'm also like, I haven't been over, so I haven't been slapping you as often.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you usually have a very dirty hand.
Yeah. I run it in the gutter first, and then I slap you.
Which I kind of miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we get there soon. But guys, we are on social media, and I know a lot of people are feeling some things. So if you want to hit us up and just send each other nature pictures, animal pictures, anything to cheer you up.
Sing at Sarah.
Sing at me. I'll sing at you guys to give me a request. I will make up a song, and my cat and I will sing it to you.
Great.
So today, we have a little theme. recurring side characters. Well, yeah, the sea gods, Air and Ran.
Oh, are they?
They are not gods, actually. They are giants.
Are they like the Gunthers of Norse mythology?
Yeah, they are.
They're like always around, but they don't get a significant plot.
That's true. But they're also like the only giants that the gods like, and they're also giants that are sort of gods because they're like they basically are the ocean. Oh, guess what, Paul?
What?
Happy anniversary to you.
Oh,
It's our 3-year anniversary. Have we been doing this long?
we have, yeah.
Holy shit. Wow.
When we began this, we were only 20 years old, and now we are 23.
50. Yeah. Happy anniversary, everybody. Love you so much. What did you get me? Also, my birthday is coming, so I want double presents.
All right. I got you what you got me for my birthday.
Hey, I have it. Okay, that's on my list. I'm gonna finish that.
Okay.
It's in my drawer.
Oh, all right.
I have a very belated birthday gift for Paul that he's gonna love.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Um,
So tell me more about these sea gods, sea giant gods.
giant gods. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're just recurring in both the stories. They're like co-stars.
Okay.
That's it. But we're gonna start with the marriage of Njord and Skadi.
Okay.
So Njord,
Uh-huh.
if you remember,
No.
he's the god of wind, coasts, seafarers, waters, wealth, and he was a member of the fertility gods, the Vanir, and he was one of the
sexy gods that the other ones were afraid of.
Yes, and he was part of when that war of the Aesir and the Vanir occurred, and they were like, let's have truce, like people hostage exchange who end up just living with us and being our equals. And that's when the Aesir sent Honir and Mimir, and one of them got decapitated. And but the Vanir sent over Njord and his 2 kids, Freya and Frey.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And who's Skadi?
Just cool your tits.
Well,
My
I'm
God,
excited.
It's a whole story.
I'm excited about Skadi.
So originally, Njord
Uh-huh.
was married to his sister.
As you do.
Yeah. His twin. Maybe it wasn't a twin.
Beverly.
Beverly. Nerthus.
Oh, Nerthus.
Nerthus. Yeah. And that's how he had.
How do you spell that?
Nerthus.
Oh, yeah, Nerthus.
Yeah, I said it right.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm going to say a lot of things wrong this
just 'cause
episode,
you
but I got one thing right.
Just because you corrected me, so I was like, I thought I said Nerthus, and then you were like, but it's Nerthus. You really have to hit that th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they had Freya and Frey together, but when they switched teams over to the Aesir were like, look, that shit's gross. We don't know how you guys do it over there in your little Vanir fertility place, but sisters and brothers don't fuck here.
Really?
Yeah.
This is like the first time we're hearing of this in all of mythology.
Yeah. And they're like, fuck no. So they had to break up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were truly in love, it's sort of sad.
I mean, you pop out a couple of kids with your sister. Are you that in love?
You're asking questions that I don't have the answer to.
I'm asking you.
Oh.
So the story of this marriage begins at the end of one of our last myths, the kidnapping of Idun, the apple of youth bitch. So the gods were all like, yeah, we killed the giant Thazi. Thazi. Let's try this. Thjazi.
Oh.
Thazi.
I mean, as soon as you threw in the J, I could no longer visualize the word in my head.
I'm going to say that J is silent, just like all, like Njord.
Maybe it's like that the country
Djibouti.
Djibouti, that it's like when the consonants come together, it just like the J takes over.
Yeah. The Jazzy. So when they killed the giant Thiazi. They're all partying. And they were hanging out with Iden, just downing apples. And then, boom, a guest came in, was like, stop this party right now.
No, we want a party.
No, you killed my fucking dad, assholes.
Wait, all of us did?
Yeah, I'm Skadi, and the Jazzy was my daddy.
Oh.
So I'm pissed. I got my armor on, I got my weapons, and I got my revenge.
Wait, take off your armor. Are you hot underneath there?
I'm super hot.
Okay.
And the gods were like, okay, look. Normally, we would just straight up slay some giantess bitch who storms in and tries to break up this sweet limbo we have going on. But, like, we get it. Yeah, you should get some reparations. We killed your fucking dad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's fair. And it's not just the wine talking.
It's a little bit of the wine.
It's a little bit of the wine talking. Because normally, yeah, I'd fucking kill you so hard. So they were like, you get 3 things. First off, me, Odin, daddy of the gods. I'm going to take your daddy's eyes, and I'm going to throw them into the night sky.
Oh, why are you doing this?
They became 2 stars. Isn't that sweet?
I mean, I didn't need the visual at first.
I'm going to rip your dad's eyes out of little sockets.
Oh, God.
I'm going to lick the blood.
Oh, no.
I'm going to rub them on my genitals.
Why?
And then I'm catapulting them into the night sky.
This is just fueling my fury.
Now, the second thing we're going to do, because you deserve it, is we're going to make you laugh, honey.
I'm sorry, what?
This is part of the reparations. I'm going to make you laugh. We're going to get a little giggle out of you.
But she's probably in the middle of sobbing because she just watched her dad's eyes get gouged out of his skull.
So everyone's trying to do their best joke, doing their type 5 up there.
All right. What do you get when your goats die?
What?
You get to bring them back to life. I'm sorry.
I can't bring my dad back to life.
Oh, you must have eaten his... Odin, did you eat his marrow?
So everybody had the shot, and then she was like, no. Pissed. And finally Loki came up.
This is such a weird, so just everyone, they rolled out, the brick wall. They put on a spotlight. Every single one of them
Everyone
had
did
their
a type
shot.
5. Yes.
God.
Freya. Some people call me a cat lady. What? Just because I have a chariot of cats? Did you know how many giants want to fuck me?
How many?
All of them.
All right, so clearly, if this became a sketch, we would need to script this.
Oh, wow. After my type 5? Fuck you, Paul.
I was embarrassed about my own, too. So.
Oh, I wasn't embarrassed about mine.
Okay.
I'm owning it. So Loki is like, oh, God, leave it to a professional. All right? I'm going to take this end of a rope. I'm going to tie it to a goat, okay? And I'm going to take the other part of this rope, and I'm going to tie it around my testicles. And we're going to play a little game we call tug of war.
Wait, who did this?
Loki.
Why? Is this part of making her laugh? Or
Yes.
is this... Okay.
Yeah. So they played a game of tug of war, a goat, and Loki's testicles, and everyone just lulled, and then finally...
That's really in there.
Yep.
Oh. All right.
Times were harsh. Everyone laughed, and then Loki fell into Skadi's lap, and she finally gave out a chuckle. He's all blue in the face. He's
And
crying.
blue in the balls.
And then, of course, third, her reparation. And they were like, okay, Daddy's eyeballs up there in the sky, okay?
Uh-huh.
You got a little laugh. Googie made you smile. Told you you'd be pretty if you smiled. And lastly, of course, you could pick out one of these dudes to marry. Pick out any of these fucking dudes.
You know what? If we're doing an eye for an eye thing, I guess we're not. We're doing an eye for a star.
Eye for a sky, yeah.
Oh, that's good. But she should. I feel like she'd be like, okay, you're gonna pick out one of these gods to murder. I get to kill one of you in revenge. No, to marry.
To marry. But you could murder his dick.
She could be a cock destroyer.
Yeah. Oh, she gonna. So
she is gonna make.
There was one little asterisk here. You can pick the god that you want to marry when just looking at his legs and feet.
Only. Oh my gosh.
It's Naked Attraction.
Yeah. All right. So for those of you who don't know, there is a show in the UK called Naked Attraction. Mm-hmm. It's on television. It's on television, and anyone can watch it.
Yeah.
Although it is on, I think, past a certain hour when your kids are supposed to
it's all on YouTube, though.
Yeah.
All of it.
And the way that this game show works is a contestant comes out wanting to date someone, theoretically, and they put 6 people in pods in front of them, different colored pods. The first thing that they do is they raise the pods up. Everyone in the pods is naked, and they just show waist down naked
genitals,
bodies.
legs.
So yeah, you see a lot, and they don't blur it.
Nope.
You see,
and mostly people aren't eliminated for their genitals. It's like people don't like their toenails.
Well, also because it's UK.
Yeah.
Once they get to the round where they've exposed the upper torso and the face, and then they hear them speak, they're like, "Oh, I don't like a Cumbrian accent."
It's true. It's so true.
Yeah. So, and then the host is always, and then the person who's on the show has to get naked too at the end, and the host is always like, "All right, get your kid off." So, if you don't mind looking at naked bodies and you want to watch something really weird, or if you want to,
well, no, the reason it's so fun is it's so not sexual too.
Yeah,
that it's just like, it's almost like.
Sarah, though, people are quarantined in their houses. Things can become sexual that weren't sexual before.
But they're just so removed from it. Like, yes, I do like this jaunty pair of breasts, but but they're like, there's no like, yeah,
a jaunty pair of breasts. All right, well. That just caused Dragon Daddy Jake to do a jig through him.
He loves a jaunty pair of breasts.
But
he doesn't like this accent.
No, he doesn't. So that's what they had.
Naked Attraction, yeah. That, I think that's like sort of the sound they make when they lift the box.
I think the sound is exactly do 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 do.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So they're naked attractioning the feet and the legs,
and she has to choose them by how muscular their calves are.
Basically,
She's
like, So she was looking around and she wanted to find the legs and feet of Balder, who is the hottest of all the gods. We'll get to him.
Okay.
Eventually, he's the finest motherfucker. So she's like, "Oh, I gotta."
Is his name Balder because he does a complete full body shave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this guy works out.
Yeah.
This guy does just like sexy Instagram videos all day. So she was trying to find those, but she ended up picking the legs of our sea god Njord,
who turned out to have the best calves.
He did well, like the Michael Phelps and all of them. They shave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure they were nice. And
his feet are probably like cleaner than everyone else's.
Yeah, always soaking, soaking. So they had a beautiful wedding, which was probably like.
So she wasn't upset that she chose him? No.
She was like, "Oh yeah, he's also cute."
Yeah.
Sister fucker. And then, of course, after the wedding, like all dating shows, have to decide where are we gonna live. Like, I'm a giantess.
Mm-hmm.
I live in the giant land. You're a sea god. You live by the sea. As a matter of fact, he lived in a home called Notum, and it was the place of ships. So he's basically lived in a shipyard.
I bet Us Weekly was all abuzz with like where they were gonna live.
Where will they live? Follow Njord and Skadi as they find their dream home. So his place was like bright and warm. It was like a beachside area. It was great. Skadi's home was basically polar opposite of that. She lived in Thunderhome, a dark place on the high mountain peaks, where the snow just does not melt ever.
Oh.
So yeah, apples and oranges here.
I mean, that seems like a hard choice though, because like
yeah, she's like a Big Bear cottage, right?
Yeah,
it's cute. And then he's It's like that. There's that one Bumble back in the days of me trying to find another person being on Bumble.
Yeah, you need to be on Naked Attraction.
Oh, I don't think so. I would just be covering it up, being like, I hate my body. Oh, I hate my body. I'd get eliminated for my accent.
They're like, where is she from?
But there was like a Bumble thing that said mountains or beach. So it's that prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they both felt like,
That was a Bumble prompt?
It was a Bumble prompt.
I didn't know Bumble did that. I thought it was. I remember OkCupid made you answer a bunch of questions.
No, Bumble did that to be like, hey, you're too stupid to write about yourself.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And they were right. So they first spent 9 nights, a little honeymoon, in Thrymheim, which is her thunder home.
Uh-huh.
And by the end of the 9 nights, they made their way down the mountain. Njord was like, okay, yeah, maybe I wasn't there very long, but holy shit, I hate that place.
Oh, no, why?
Oh, my fucking God.
It's like Christmas every day. You get to snuggle.
Wolves are howling all night.
Oh, well, okay.
And they're not swans. I love the sound of swans. It was fucking cold. It was goddamn abandoned. Hell no. So then Skadi's like, all right, let's go to Noton. And, nice sunny home. And she was just like, holy shit, I fucking hate this place. Fucking birds are squawking. My ears are going to bleed from all these goddamn seagulls, which I get. I can't sleep. People are building ships all fucking day. Oh my God.
Yeah, but night swimming.
Oh, I love night swimming. So she was like, okay, fun honeymoon. They both agreed, like, we should live in our separate areas.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
This isn't right. And yeah, they had this unbridgeable gap. And also basically,
What? Did you write a weird note to yourself?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they were just absolute polar opposites of people. She was like dark and gloomy, like me. Actually, these reflect my two sides of my personality. I feel like, yeah, let's go out in the sun. No, let's hole up all day, read a book. No one talk to me. But I don't think they ever even saw each other again.
So they got married.
Mm-hmm.
And they liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had irreconcilable differences based off of where they could live.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's a sad story, Sarah.
Well, she was dead and cold, and he was a fertility god. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
It's like Mark and Jessica all over again. Let's keep bringing in more reality.
Yeah, it took me a
shows.
second to realize what that meant.
So at the end of the day, Skadi was 34. Njord was 24.
I forgot the name of that show. And what was it? Blind Attraction?
Yeah. No, Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Naked Attraction. Blind Attraction. Love is naked.
Love is naked. Love is naked. Love is blind. It's part of the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a sad little story, but it rocks because they're independent, but they get a great tax write-off.
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's like a more extreme version of Ricky and Lucy sleeping in separate twin beds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that not kind of ideal though, to have a committed relationship, but to get to do your own thing and never have to see them?
That's the part that's a little weird, because there's no part of that story that says like, and then they would see each other. It's not like Demeter and Persephone, although granted they weren't in a sexual relationship, but she gets to see her daughter still sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, they're not interested in visiting each other's homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
they gave it a shot.
I mean, you described her house as abandoned too, so like I just imagine she doesn't decorate either.
She's just living up in a cold mountain, and she only comes down to seek vengeance.
She is like, yeah,
she is me.
She doesn't have glass panes in her windows, or they're shattered, and like wind just howls and billows through them, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
What, nothing can grow in the snow, and he's a fertility god. So think about the poetry there.
That he can't get an erection up there.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, when you're cold, can you?
Sure.
When you're freezing. And the wolves are howling.
Nothing can stop an erection. Oh, that's actually really dark. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, and then our next tale also has a little cameo.
From...
Oh, wait. No, there was no cameo from...
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, just kidding. The next tale also has to do with water.
So this is just a watery episode.
This is a wet and water. This is a wet and wild ride. And then our next episode will have Ayer and Ran.
Oh.
So
we're doing well.
That's what happens when you do 2 episodes in one day.
All right, so go on.
So this is the tale of Thor fishing for Hormongun.
Hormongun?
It's not like a Japanese word.
Say it again.
Hormongun.
Hormongun?
Yes. The fucking serpent that lives under the sea.
Oh, not a hormone gun.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Someone shot me with that this week. All right. So, yes. Oh, fuck you.
What?
There.
Or is that just its own thought right there? Go on.
Yes. Ayer and Ran are in this one.
Okay.
Eat it. Okay.
All right.
So Thor, first off, let's talk about Ayer and Ran, okay? They are giants, but they're also kind of gods because they are like in charge of ocean shit. They are husband and wife.
Oh, I expected 2 men.
Ran is a woman.
Okay.
And they live in this gorgeous hall under the sea. So beautiful. And they have divine powers of the ocean. Ayer is ocean, and he's a very nice guy. He's like, oh, come in my house, eat my food, stay a while.
Ayer is the ocean?
Ayer.
But he is the ocean. He's like...
Basically, yeah.
So,
because he's a giant.
What I mean by that is, like, you know how in Greek mythology there were primordial deities.
He's like also a guy.
Yeah, but like it's like you're a guy, but you're also an entire realm.
His name is Ocean. Okay. So I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
It's not like Frank Ocean and then he makes music. He lives in the ocean.
Gotcha.
Just like Frank Ocean.
But like Gaia is
Earth.
Is Earth.
Yes.
But she also, depending
Gets
on the
pregnant.
myth, is like she like goes over and like pats her daughter on the head. Like she's like switches in between being. Is that what he's like?
Yeah, let's just say his name is Ocean and he's like in charge of oceany things because he's definitely an entity.
Okay.
Like a corporeal form.
Gotcha.
All right. So, then he has his wife, who's pretty much an evil bitch.
Oh, wow.
Ran. So he's like, come on in, eat my food, hang out with me. And Ran's like, hi, I'm going to fucking drown this sailor and drag them down.
Is she a
underwater.
bitch, or does she just like know what she wants?
Which is death. I'm a girl who knows what she wants, and I want to drag you down to my home until you die.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She has hobbies then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Murdering men that fall into the water and pulling them under the waves.
That's fair.
Yeah. And it is cool because it's like, there he is being the king of the ocean, and she's like, I'm going to make my own hobbies.
Yeah.
I don't have to just be some like queen for ceremonial purposes. Like, I'm going to drown this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So in general, as you can tell, the relationship between giants and the Aesir are it's tense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But there is the exception of Aer and Ran. They are on super friendly terms. They're always hanging out. They're always working together. And they have big old feasts, so you know the gods love that.
I heard feet at first.
Oh, the gods also love feet. Have a contest of feet. And they also have 9 daughters who are the spirit of the waves, pretty much.
Are they called Ocean's 9?
Okay, that's. You're lucky I keep 6 feet away from you. So one day the gods were hanging out, having a great old feast with the Ocean King and Queen, and they're like, "Yeah, let's host this banquet." And but could you guys bring one thing? It's not like a potluck, but like, could you bring a giant kettle so we could make mead for all you thirsty motherfuckers? Because you guys like you drink so much.
I mean, I guess we can, but like that was sort of like passive aggressive. The way she put that.
BYOK. Bring your own kettle, okay?
BYOK?
BYOK.
Okay.
So they were like, ugh, fuck. The only motherfucker that has a big ass kettle is the giant Hymir. So we're gonna send Thor, who always like deals with these stupid fucking giants. We're gonna send him and go make him get the little cauldron thing.
I feel like Norse gods are less godly than the Greek gods in a way, where like they're like, hey, we have to do this thing. Oh, but the only person who has a big enough kettle is this person. Whereas like I feel like the Greek gods would be like hammer us a kettle, Hephaestus, and like they don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
things.
because like think about it, in Viking times, like everything is an errand.
Yeah.
So there's and they just had it. Like fucking had to track all this fucking way. So yes, it reflects the differences.
Yeah.
So Thor goes over to Hymir's house and is like, "Hello, I am here to do some shit with you. I'll try to be nice. I fucking hate your kind, but I'll try to be nice."
Yeah, we're here for a kettle.
And Hymir, it goes out being a nice host already, and he goes and he slaughters some bulls. Okay, he slaughters 3 of them. He's like, "Yeah, here. While you're here, we'll eat these." And then he almost pukes in his mouth when he sees Thor eats 2 of them right away.
Why does he puke in his mouth?
Because he's like, what the fuck? Like, that's supposed to be like while you're here.
Oh.
Why did you eat 2 of the bulls already? So he got pretty pissed off and he was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. We're going to go fishing in the morning because your appetite is stupid. And he's like, all I ask of you, Thor, can you just go get some bait for the fishing trip? Just fucking find some bait.
This errand for a kettle is becoming much more of a thing.
Of course. It always is. So Thor was like, bait for the fishing hooks, of course. I'm going to go back out to your pastures and I will kill another bull. A bullhead. Isn't that what fish eat? I don't know. I'm a prince in the sky.
Okay.
So he killed the last of the remaining bulls. And now Hymir was just like, oh, fuck you.
Did he at least eat the body, or did he just chop off the head and leave it in the pasture to rot?
It doesn't say, so I'm assuming he did that.
Okay.
It's the rudest thing you could do.
Gotcha.
So Hymir still kept his cool. It was like, all right, we'll get into the boat with this bullhead. And they rowed out to his regular fishing place, and the giant was like, oh, what a great start. I caught 2 whales.
Oh.
Must be a big boat.
Wait, you caught 2 whales with 1 bullhead?
He just caught him. Okay.
Oh,
He just got him. And then Thor was like, let's go out further. Oh, and started rowing. And Hymir was like, stop. We need to go back. You know the serpent, Hormungand lurks down here in these crazy ass waves. And that's Thor's like fucking nemesis, the serpent that is wrapped around the world.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh yeah, bring it on. Fuck that. So Thor threw the oars in, put his line into the water, and there was like a calm before the storm. Just chilling. The waves were easy. And then Thor gets a tug on his line. He reels it in, and a crazy earthquake shakes, and the boat whips around, and the waves start going wild. And then Hymir was like, oh my God, we're going to fucking die out here. But Thor plants on the boat, and he's like, I got this, bitch. Oh, I got this, bitch. And the serpent's head comes up, and the hook is and venom is dripping out of his mouth. And Thor grabbed his hammer, and then right then Hymir panicked, and he just fucking cut the fishing line. He's like, this is crazy. This is fucking the serpent that's wrapped around the line. Fuck this.
How big is this head of this creature?
It's the serpent that wraps around the world. It's massive.
That's a great visual.
Yeah. Massive. And Thor got it, and he was like, oh, this is my fucking arch nemesis. I'm going to finally kill this piece of shit.
Like the water rising up and like the boat scooting backwards. Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful, right?
Mm.
And Hymir's just like, cut it. And Thor was fucking pissed. So he just threw Hymir overboard.
Oh, and killed him?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. He threw him overboard.
And he's never heard of again.
So Thor goes back with the 2 whales.
Okay.
And he got to land.
And stress eats the whales.
Yeah, he grabbed Hymir's cauldron and he went back to Asgard. I got the kettle. And some whales. I almost killed my enemy, the serpent. If not for that damn Hymir.
I sort of wonder if Hormigun, if that, like, is it the serpent that wraps around the world, and if it leaves, it's like also holding everything together? Like, is it like a belt?
Well, the Earth would gain 10 pounds without it. No, I think, but it's supposed to be like the axis thing.
Yeah.
Or the equator.
Mm-hmm.
Both. Just like how they explained with Atlas holding up the Earth, kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Atlas hold up the heavens, but yeah.
So, yeah. So Thor again is an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
A very, like, all the issues with the giants are definitely on the gods, right? Here, this guy is like, let me feed you, and he's a very rude guest. And then he's like, well, then we'll go on like a bro fishing trip, I guess, if your appetite's so insatiable. I'll get you some whales. Let's go to my spot. And then Thor's like, even though I came here for a specific thing, I'm going to go out and be a twat and try to murder this other guy.
I mean, Sarah, if you have a sky prince in your home, you have to...
Which I do.
You have to bend over backwards and kill yourself to make sure that they're happy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've always known.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Naked Attraction. Today, our special vixen looking for love is Skadi.
I just want to avenge my father.
Skadi, is it true that your father just died?
Yes.
His eyes were thrown into the sky.
Why?
And you were made to laugh by someone getting their testicles pulled on by a goat.
Okay, that was actually really good.
All right. Well, before you have 5 pods.
Mm.
Inside these pods is a completely naked god.
Oh, why?
Because this is...
Do I get to murder someone?
You do not get to murder someone, no.
Oh.
This is Naked Attraction, and we are going to figure out which one of these gods you are going to marry.
Okay,
but
so I get to see them completely naked. That's actually good.
No.
What?
You will see them from the waist down only.
Oh.
All right. Are you ready to see some knobs?
It's been a very emotional time, and I think this is exactly what I need.
All right, here they go.
All right.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Look at all those willies.
Wow. Oh. Such different shapes and sizes, and
Anyone catch your eye right off the bat?
Well, I've got to be honest with you. I do fancy Balder. I've heard many tales, even upon my lonely mountaintop, of his beauty. So,
yeah, which one do you think is Balder? Do you think it's that completely shaved gentleman over there?
ooh, he's shaved. He's got a nice willy.
Mm-hmm.
It hooks to the left, but my vagina hooks to the right.
Sounds like a match made in heaven. Do you want to get a closer look at it?
I'd love to stick my face right up in it.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is this a little tattoo?
There's a Hello Kitty.
Oh, okay. Great. Now the toenails here.
Oh, what's wrong with the toenails?
They're crooked and yellow and black.
Now, do you like a bum?
I do like a bum.
All right. Men, would you like to turn around, give it a little twerk?
Oh, look at that one over there, just going absolutely wild.
Oh, well, I mean, I think you can tell that's Thor
That's
already.
Thor, I can tell.
Hello, Thor.
Thor, you're married. You can't be in here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Oh, I just want to have fun over here. Oh, I hate his accent.
Oh, you killed my father. I wish you were dead. I've got to also eliminate this one. Absolute flat ass, no volume in it. I'm sure this is Loki.
You can get your finger out of his bum, though.
He has a bit of a fever. But I've got a fever for this one right here. I'm sure this is Balder.
Oh, well, it may surprise you, but this is... It is Njord.
Oh!
It's hard to do. It's hard to say Njord in an English accent.
And I don't care for a Vanir accent, if I'm honest.
He may surprise you.
All right. I mean,
check
let's
out where he has to live, and
we'll check back in 6 weeks and see if we're still together.
Well, yeah. I mean, after that, you don't have to watch an episode of
You
Naked
really-
Attraction. That's exactly how it goes.
It is required viewing, kids. And please tag us on Instagram when you watch your first episode. Show us your face of shock and pleasure.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to see some reaction videos
I
to
really
a
wanna
first
see it.
time watching it.
Oh, it's on YouTube. So thank you for doing this episode with me.
Yeah, thanks for telling me about oh boy, Air and Ran 1 out of 2 times. I won't hold it against you.
Well, stay tuned because the next episode coming out has more of Dims having a cameo.
Yeah.
And very minor roles because they're minor characters.
God, I hope she kills some people in the next one.
You would think that, and you'd be wrong. Again, guys, for more Mythunderstood content, you can always follow us on Patreon. You can be a patron. We've got some sassy little mini myths up this month. We loaded March up pretty hardcore.
Yeah, we did.
And more to come in April. If you want to see behind the scenes footage or just say, I love you and keep doing this now that you have no jobs.
Yeah, if you are just discovering this podcast and for some reason you're starting with this episode, feel free to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Please.
It helps more people find us, especially as I've heard that more people are listening to podcasts. So
True.
That's great. And if you want to listen to more podcasts, there are other shows on this Dragon Wagon radio network. Some of them have just begun. There's a new podcast on the network called Koicast, which is about comic books and nerdy things of that variety.
And koi ponds.
And what?
Koi pond?
Koicast.
Yeah.
But no, it's hosted by a man named Koi, and it's not spelled that way. But he probably will bring that up. I mean, if you want it hard enough, it'll happen. And feel free to show your support at dragonwagonradio.com/support to help out our network and help keep us going especially during this time when it's hard to keep anything going.
Yeah. And guys, really, a lot of you reach out and say, hey, you've helped me through, feeling low or feeling sad. And just know we're here for you guys. And if you need anything, reach out to us, even if it's just a stupid selfie back, these are weird times, and feeling weird, sad feelings are normal. So we love you guys.
Yeah, we do.
I love you.
Whoa. I love you too. All right, bye.
Night.
Hi, I'm Jake Lloyd, and I am a lifelong pro wrestling fan.
And I'm Alexandra Hoy, brand new to this bizarre and inspiring world of drama, action, and comedy that I was surprised to fall in love with.
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Pro wrestling has something for everyone.
So, of course, I want to know everything. But I've got decades worth of stories and characters to catch up on.
So what better crash course in WWE history for my better half here than the iconic Royal Rumble match?
Once a year, 30 wrestlers compete in one massive match, and we're watching all of them.
We pick a random year out of the Jar O Rumbles and watch it in real time right alongside you on each episode of our enlightening podcast, Me, You, and 30 Other Men.
So join us at meyouand30.com or wherever you podcast.
It's Dragon Wagon.